Alright, hello everybody. I'm making sure it records this time because I just did a recording of things before and after my spill. So, I wanted to talk about evaluating a razor and what you can do to make it easier to take less steel off than you have to, so you're not over honing or taking off a bunch of metal that should have stayed there and now you have to compensate for. So I wanted to talk about evaluation of the edge. So looking at this, you see it looks like it's got even bevels on the spine and on the bevel on the edge. So it looks like it'd be fairly good, right? But if you take a flat surface, you see that part is sitting fairly well. Of course the toe, because it's a smile. And if we look at this side and we hold that down, it seems to be sitting there okay, right? Let's flip it around and evaluate this side. So it's still got some rock on there. You got, looks like it's flat, right? Except for the toe, but this toe seems to be up higher. So what we have here, we have some highness on the spine and lowness on the toe side of the area. So it seems to sit fairly flat, but not quite. So what you do is get a straight piece of hard material. Could be anything, I just happen to have this piece. And what you do in jointing, you want to see if you get two parallel lines together. You use a light behind it, or candle boxing they call it, I believe. So I'm going to take this light and have it behind it, and I am going to line, I was hoping to get it centered, but it's kind of difficult. Line it up. So you see how the light is coming through that edge, and you want it at the very bevel. And I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let's see. Okay, you see how the light, and you want it on that edge. See how the light's coming out and then not there? This is very difficult to do with this angle. But anyways, that shows you how straight it is on that side. And what I found by evaluating the edge, this is a lot easier on this one. You see how it is pretty obvious on that side, or whatever, on that toe. And then along there, there's some curvature like this going on at the toe. So it'll be high here, and then bows or cups right here, and then you have a little bit there. So what I've been finding, spending less attention, well, you gotta address it to some degree, but by getting this, you can actually do some build-up on the spine. But if your edge here on your bevel is not straight or centered, you're gonna have a hell of a time getting a continuous, or a difficult time, let's say that, a difficult time matching those angles up. So by getting this centered, the bevel centered all the way across, you're taking minimal amounts, you're identifying those specific spots, and you're taking minimal amount of metal off of there. So you're saving excess of home wear. And by doing this, you're not having to guess, okay, do I need to take it from here or here or whatever. So I found this method has been helping me to identify those areas and minimize the amount of thickness of the razor as you're going through and removing the parts that to make it easier to hone and a better shave. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully be able to get some more videos done on making some more scales and more restoration work, but it just hasn't worked out. So thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. Thanks for and take care. Bye.